What's the cutest thing your parents have done for each other? When I was around 9, I started noticing my dad doing something strange every Thursday morning. He'd wake up at like 5 a.m. way before anyone else, and I could hear pans clanging around downstairs. At first, I thought maybe he couldn't sleep or something, but it happened every single Thursday. Same time, same sounds. One morning, I got curious and snuck down to investigate. Dad was standing in the kitchen covered in flour. The counter was a complete disaster, mixing bowls everywhere, eggshells in the sink. He had this huge batch of tiny pancakes going on the stove, silver dollar-sized ones. When he saw me, he didn't freak out or anything. He just smiled, handed me a chocolate chip, and said, "This is our secret." I sat there watching him make probably 60 of these mini pancakes. He was so focused, flipping each one perfectly. Then he pulled out this old blue Tupperware container from way back in the pantry and started stacking them super carefully with wax paper between each layer. I finally asked what he was doing. He said Mom's lunch needed something special. That's when it clicked. Dad had been packing these homemade mini pancakes in Mom's lunch bag every single Thursday for who knows how long. Mom worked as a nurse at the hospital downtown, 12-hour shifts. She'd eat them during her break and always came home smiling about her surprise pancakes. She never knew Dad woke up at 5 a.m. to make them from scratch. But here's where it gets good. A few months later, on a Sunday night, I couldn't sleep and went downstairs for water. I saw the garage light was on, which was weird because nobody goes in there at night. I peeked through the door, and there was Mom in her pajamas and slippers, cleaning out Dad's work truck. She was vacuuming the seats, wiping down the dashboard, organizing all his tools. Then she pulled out a stack of sticky notes and started writing on them short little messages. She stuck one under the sun visor, another on the steering wheel, one on the coffee holder. I watched her place about 10 notes around the truck. When she finished, she stood back, smiled at her work, and headed back inside. I waited until she went upstairs. Then I snuck into the garage to see what she wrote. "Drive safe today. You're my favorite person. Don't forget to eat lunch. Hope work goes fast." Random stuff like that. Simple messages in Mom's handwriting. I realized she'd been doing this every Sunday night. The next day, I was helping Dad load some stuff in his truck for a work project when he opened the sun visor to check something. Like 20 old sticky notes fell out onto the seat. Notes from weeks and months ago. Different colors, different messages, all in Mom's handwriting. Dad had been saving every single one. He looked embarrassed that I saw them, but then he just smiled and said, "Mom leaves me surprises." He carefully picked them all up and put them back behind the visor. Neither of my parents knew about the other's secret routine. Dad thought his Thursday pancake mission was just between him and Mom. Mom thought her Sunday truck notes were a private thing, but I was the only one who saw both sides. Every Thursday morning for years, fresh mini pancakes packed in that blue Tupperware. Every Sunday night for years, clean truck and new notes hidden around the cab. When I was in high school, I finally asked Dad why he still made the pancakes. He told me that back when they were dating in college, Mom mentioned once that her mom used to make her mini pancakes before school. She said it was the only time she felt really loved as a kid. So, Dad decided to bring that feeling back just every week. No special occasion needed. Then I asked Mom about the truck notes. She said years ago, Dad told her that driving to his construction job in the morning was the loneliest part of his day. Long commute, early start, nobody to talk to. So, she wanted him to know someone was thinking about him out there. They both remembered these tiny offhand comments from like 20 years ago and turned them into weekly traditions. Neither one ever mentioned it to the other. They just kept doing it. I'm 26 now. I moved out 4 years ago. Last month, I visited home and stayed over Thursday night at 5 a.m. I heard those familiar pan sounds from the kitchen. Dad was still down there making his mini pancakes. Same blue Tupperware container. Same careful stacking with wax paper. And Sunday night before I left, I saw the garage light on around 10 p.m. Mom was out there with her sticky notes, cleaning Dad's truck, writing her messages. They still think the other doesn't know, but I know.